In this episode, I'm going to show you how to make crab cakes in an air fryer. Stay tuned.
Oh, you didn't? I didn't know I was on. I'm looking at this old guy. He's all over the internet. He's sitting in a chair. He's got these ugly mittens and a mask on, and everybody's putting him all over the internet. All this hoo-ah-ha about this old codger from Vermont. I don't get it. He's getting all this attention, and I can't even get a few views. I don't know. Anyways, I guess if that's what's making everybody happy today, oh well, so be it, you know. Hey, so what are we going to do today? If anybody out there was following me last week on my Facebook channel, you saw that I was experimenting with my wife's air fryer. Yeah, my wife's air fryer, not mine. Long story, but I'll kind of condense it for you. You know, for years she wanted an air fryer. Well, she didn't really want an air fryer. She was thinking about an air fryer, but she was just asking me my opinion, what I thought. And my answer was always, I don't need another gadget in the kitchen. I got lots of gadgets. Never really looked into it, but you know, she kept hinting air fryers. She was asking our stepdaughter, you know, about her air fryer. So yeah, she really wants an air fryer. So long story short, I bought her an air fryer for Christmas. She loves it. I kind of like it. And so I was experimenting last weekend. And I was experimenting with Crabcake Sandwich. And I got a lot of views, a lot of likes on it. And I thought, well, that's what I'm going to make this week. And I'm going to show you just how easy it is to cook crab cakes, really good crab cakes, Maryland crab cakes, in an air fryer. It's super simple. Anybody can make this. You're going to get, I think it's probably the best crab cake because it's not fried, very little oil, and it's not broiled. I got to admit, I have a horrible time with broiling. I've burnt more than I've succeeded in broiling. I can count on 2 fingers the times that I've broiled something and it came out good. One of them being haddock, the other one being shrimp, I think. Anyways, so the air fryer, I was goofing around with it last weekend. I figured I'll try to make some crab cakes in there, see if they come out, and they came out fantastic. So what we're going to do today, we're going to make crab cakes. So today's shout out, since they're Maryland Crabcakes, we're going back to my last duty station in the Navy, probably one of my favorites. One of my favorite places in the world, Annapolis, Maryland. So we're going to go give a big shout out to all those that work at the Naval Academy, have worked at the Naval Academy, continue to work at the Naval Academy, and Navy football. Of course I had to get that in there, right? So shout out to United States Naval Academy for this week's episode. So what I'm going to do is get a few things together. We'll come back. I'll show you just how easy it is to make these awesome crab cakes. I'm going to actually make a crab cake sandwich. Kind of bringing up a few levels from the normal crab cake standard. And I think once you see this, you're going to be like, I got to make that.
So let's get started with our ingredients. First of all, we have a pound of jumbo lump crab meat, a teaspoon and a half of Old Bay, 2 slices of bread cut up into small pieces, 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, 2 teaspoons of mustard of your choice, and 1 egg. And there you have it. The first thing we'll be doing is taking all of our binder ingredients and mixing them into our little pan here. So first of all, we'll crack the egg. If I can get it open there. There we go. We'll crack the egg. And we're going to go ahead and add the mayo. And then add our mustard. And then we'll add our Worcestershire sauce. And then we'll give this a nice whisk and we'll get all these binder ingredients whisked together. Nice and creamy. And now we'll go ahead and add our teaspoon and a half of Old Bay seasoning. And I almost messed up. I forgot to mention we also add the juice of half a lemon to our binder. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this lemon in half, and we'll get half of this lemon squeezed into our mixture. And there we go. We now have our lemon juice squeezed into our binder. And at this point, we'll go ahead and add our crab meat, followed by our torn up bread. And you know, there are a few recipes out there that tell you to go ahead and cut the crust off the bread. But you know what I think? You know, if the crab knows that the crust is on the bread, then you got some problems there with that crab. So let's get all the ingredients folded together, and we'll be ready to start forming up our crab cakes. So we'll go ahead and set this to the side, and we will go ahead and get our air fryer ready. So before we form up our crab cake patties, I'm going to remove the basket from the air fryer, and I'm going to spray the bottom with an olive oil spray, a non-aerosol olive oil spray. You want to avoid using aerosol sprays. So there you go. Nice little coating down there. Now to form up the patties, I'm using a large ice cream scoop, and I'm packing the mix in there nice and tight. Popping it in my hand, I'm going to form it up a little bit more tighter, and I'll get that down into the tray. And on to our second patty. Now I can get 4 in here easily, and that's about what I have for a mix here. I have enough for 4 nice 4 to 6 ounce patties. So I'll get this nice and formed up, nice and tight, and down into the basket. There we go. So let's get the tray in place, and I'm going to go ahead and set this for 12 minutes, and I'm going to set the temperature to 380 degrees. So that's 12 minutes at 380 degrees. We'll go ahead and hit start. And there we go. Now I did not spray the top of the crab cakes. I am going to wait until this is cooked for at least 5 minutes before I spray the tops. Now while my crab cakes are cooking in the air fryer, I'm going to go ahead and start to get the remaining parts of our sandwiches together. So I've got some tops. Actually, what I did with my tops is I have some nice potato bread that I cut into circles. And I'm going to put a little bit of mayo on each top, and I'm going to spread this out. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to toast this on a flat top. And what I'm doing is I'm replacing butter with mayo, which is a much better flavor and gives a nice crispiness to the brown top. So I have my cast iron flat top preheated here. And so I'm going to go ahead and take my potato bread rounds, and I'm going to place them on the flat top here, give them a nice little toast, crispy toasting, nice and brown, gonna look great. So let's go ahead and give these a turn. They're looking really nice. They're smelling really nice. And there we go. We're ready to move on. So the crab cakes have been cooking for about 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the basket and just give these crab cakes a light coating of oil. And back into the fryer they go to finish cooking. Now for the remaining components of our sandwich, I have some pesto aioli. I also have some sliced thin red onion. And I have some iceberg lettuce that I cleaned and patted nice and dry. You want to make sure that you pat your lettuce nice and dry. Alright, so the timer is going off here. Our crab cakes are done and they are looking awesome. Look at that. Nice and golden brown. Perfect. So let's go ahead and get one of these out and start building this sandwich. There we go. I'll nestle it right on that little potato bread around. And get this basket back in the fryer and out of the way. And we'll get some pesto aioli on here. And now for the lettuce. And followed by the onion. Wow, this is smelling good. And there you have it. There's our sandwich.
It's a fine looking crab cake sandwich. As you could see, it's extremely easy to make. I don't think it gets any easier than that. I got my Guinness Blonde here that's brewed down in Baltimore. We're gonna kind of wash that good sandwich down with some Guinness here. So only one thing left to do right now is go in, sink my teeth into this baby, give it a taste. If it tastes anything like it smells right now, we're gonna be in good shape. So here we go. The crab cake dance. That's out of this world. Perfectly cooked, not fried, not burnt under the broiler. The pesto aioli is just perfect. And you can use any aioli you want, or just want to use plain old mayonnaise. I had some garlic aioli that I used last week, but I had this pesto sitting in the fridge, and I said, hey, let me try it out. Let me wash it down here. Oh man, I gotta have another bite. This is really good. I don't know if I'm gonna save any for Lori. You gotta make this. It's easy. Anybody can do it. Get out there, get that fresh crab meat, and make crab cake sandwiches, or just plain old crab cakes, whatever, in your air fryer. Super simple. Anybody can do it. Heck, I did it. So, hey, if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, most importantly, share. Hey, and that little logo up there, click on that if you haven't subscribed yet. Take you right to our page where you can subscribe. So, hey, thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.